Right now, after being a place of learning for nearly 80 years, a former Reedsburg school is finding a new purpose. Now, the new owner is looking to keep the school's history intact.
Also, the suspect in a deadly shooting outside a tavern is charged in court. What the criminal complaint is revealing about the case. And
later, a diabetes medication is growing in popularity. Why so many people are now rushing to get their hands on the drug. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. It's a trend we are seeing more and more, using existing spaces to address a need for more housing.
In Reedsburg, a former school is now being redeveloped into an apartment building. Our Catherine Merck spent the day touring that building and shows us the new purpose for that property.
To save an old building, you got to find a way to make it useful.
At this Reedsburg school, you don't need your pen and paper anymore.
It's a little different feel you'll see when you walk through.
Unless you're signing a lease.
We tried to keep the schoolhouse look with a little bit of an industrial.
Daniel debates will soon rent out the former classrooms at South School Estates as apartments. The school was built in 1936 and closed in 2017 after it was a space for kindergarten through third grade.
We went looking for a developer that would develop that into some type of a residential facility while enabling them to maintain that kind of historic integrity for the building.
While he's been changing some of the look to fit new tenants, Daniel is not getting rid of the building's school spirit.
The halls will be decorated with pictures of the old school and things that we saved.
What was once a gymnasium to some,
I went to school here, you know, just like a lot of other people.
Will soon be community places for all to use.
It's going to be very nice for the public.
The owner says the original intention for the project was preserving part of Reedsburg's past. The city tells us this project will also address a housing need in the area.
In town, all of our apartment complexes have waiting lists right now.
I've got a few other apartments, and you can fill them within an hour.
We wanted to find an appropriate use for that building, and residential is appropriate use for that building, while it still maintained that structure in its current location.
While class is not in session here on Plum Street,
They're all Amish-made cabinets.
the hope is for these units to become part of a history lesson.
We didn't want to change the integrity of the building and make it look like something it wasn't.
And they're taking attendance.
Well, I'm so excited that my son's moving into one of the apartments.
Reporting in Reedsburg, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Well, beautiful sunny Thursday. Things could soon change. Your first one forecast with Julian Seawright.
But until that change comes, enjoy this weather. 80s are still in our forecast as of right now. First here in Madison, 82 for Janesville. Bit cooler over towards Platteville area. So the southwest is into those upper 70s. But even as we take a look around Dane County, we're still holding on to those lower 80s. And still plenty of sun, though cloud cover has started to increase in our skies. But once we get into tonight, that's what we're really going to be experiencing. Some cloud cover that will be building, and then some on top of it, showers throughout much of southern Wisconsin. So this is what we're watching for looking ahead. Temperatures themselves will start to cool down into the lower 60s, even the upper 50s as we head into the overnight hours starting for our Friday morning. We're expecting around 58 degrees for Madison, cloud cover, and even some light showers that will start off overnight and leading into tomorrow. So expect to have the rain gear and temperatures not be nearly as warm as they were for today. It's going to be cooler into the upper 60s, lower 70s throughout much of southern Wisconsin, around 68 for Madison, 71 for Janesville, about 69 for Platteville. But when can we expect those showers? Well, it's, again, going to be mainly overnight. So after midnight into our early Friday morning, once we're heading out the doors, when we're going to be expecting to see some showers and an isolated thunderstorm here and there, can't be ruled out either, especially as we get closer towards our late morning hours. Around noon, we're looking for that to start to clear out, but we could see some more showers, not just for our Friday, but also for the weekend as well. We'll be breaking that down in a few moments. Until then, back to you.
Julian, thank you. Now to an update on the explosion that rocked a condominium building on Madison's west side earlier this week. That building has now been condemned. The property manager for the group of condos told News 3 Now one other building on the property did see some damage, but gas and electric service has now been restored to about half of that building. A third building was also damaged, but did not lose gas or electricity. Property manager told us today residents of the two buildings that were not condemned are now back in their homes.
Court officials are ordering the suspect in a deadly shooting outside the Badger Tavern last week be held on a $1 million cash bond. Caleb DiMaggio has been charged with 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide. Law enforcement found the gun, a loaded magazine, and a single bullet on the ground next to the gun near the bar's smoking section. They also found a shell casing roughly 8 feet from the victim's body. A witness of the deadly shooting told police that DiMaggio seemed amped up earlier in the night and was holding a gun nonchalantly shortly before shooting the victim. DiMaggio was still at the scene when cops got there and told police that the victim would not fight him. His next court date is May 23rd.
A taxi driver has been charged in the deadly shooting in Milwaukee. This as police are still trying to figure out the circumstances surrounding this incident. DeKara Brown says her cousin, 21-year-old Herbert Thomas, was leaving a neighbor's house about 2:30 in the morning to go to the store. A taxi was waiting outside when moments later gunfire rang out. Thomas was pronounced dead at the scene.
Nobody heard exchange of words. Nobody heard him say nothing. They say his last words was call 911.
And police say they arrested a 47-year-old man in connection with the shooting. The owner of the cab company says employees are not allowed to carry weapons on the job.
Madison police say a man was hospitalized this morning after someone stabbed him near Warner Park. The man told police he was stabbed as he walked by a group of people in the 2500 block of Monterey Drive on the southern edge of the park. Police responded to the area around 1:10 in the morning. The victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries. No word on his condition at this time, and so far authorities have not made any arrests.
Sun Prairie School District launching a new website meant to address a recent controversy involving the girls' locker room. This happened back in March at Sun Prairie East High School. And now last month, the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty law firm sent a letter claiming an 18-year-old student who identifies as transgender exposed themselves to a group of female students while showering in the girls' locker room. The new webpage was made to give parents a better understanding into how the school is handling that incident. They could not comment on the details of it due to laws protecting student privacy. The website also expands on guidelines on how the district supports the LGBTQIA+ community. Thousands of UW-Madison graduates will take their first steps into a new career after they toss their caps at Camp Randall this weekend.
For many of them, it is a path they've dreamt of their entire lives, but for one grad, that is not the case. Braden Ross joins us now to explain.
At 46 years old, Kathy Ike decided it was time for a change. Now, after 8 years of training to become a physician's assistant, she's graduating from UW and starting her new career at 54 years old. But she actually spent the first 30 years of her life studying something else, music. Kathy was a professional viola player, playing in several symphonies and even with bands like Earth, Wind and Fire. But after years of dedication and practice, she decided it was time for a change.
Sometimes I'd get these college kids saying, how do you do it? And how is it that you're a mom and you're doing this? And I always love that because I want them to know that they're capable of making the same choice later in life if they want to.
Kathy says she's sharing her story to let others know it's never too late to change your life. After she graduates, she hopes to work in an emergency department or in internal medicine. And you can hear more of Kathy's story tonight at 10 right here on News 3 Now.
Well, she won't be the only one graduating this weekend. UW-Madison will hold its first commencement for the spring class of 2023 tomorrow. The ceremony will start at 5:30 in the afternoon inside the Cole Center. It's for doctoral, MFA, and medical professional degree candidates. Then the bachelor's, master's, and law degree candidates will have their ceremony at Camp Randall on Saturday. The keynote speaker will be former U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder. Seating for both events are first come, first served. Coming up, a dog makes a daring escape from a pet daycare just minutes after being dropped off.
Plus, an elementary school custodian gets the surprise of his life after years of dedication. Find out the unique connection he has with the school. That's next.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says This one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Mother's Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
A custodian from Cross Plains has a lot to celebrate tonight. That's after finding out he finished in the top 3 in the Custodian of the Year contest. Rodney Esser, better known as Mr. Peanuts, was surprised by teachers, his family, and others with a screaming ceremony at Park Elementary School. Despite not winning the contest, he will still get a $1,000 cash prize and a trip for 2 to Las Vegas. At 83 years young and completing his 58th year working as a custodian, Mr. Peanut says he's not close to slowing down.
I look forward to it every day. I've never had a bad day. I've never, ever had a bad day. A lot of people talk about retirement. I don't see it. I have no idea when I'll do it. That's the Lord's plan.
What makes Mr. Peanut's connection to the school one of a kind is the land that Park Elementary School is built on used to be Mr. Peanut's family's farm.
Popular guy. The dog went to great lengths in a daring escape from his doggy daycare in West Allis, creating a 26-hour nightmare for his owner, Cole the dog. He's a troublemaker. He escaped Playtime Doggy Daycare Monday just 40 minutes after being dropped off. Cole broke out of one of their commercial-grade dog crates, wedged open a window, busted the screen, and jumped from a 12-foot-tall awning before running off down the street. He was found about a mile away from the daycare.
He saw the car and he immediately jetted towards us. My partner jumped out of the car, and he just ran straight to her, jumped straight into her arms, and she just broke down the moment she had him in his arms.
Cole the dog survived a cold night outside in the rain as well, narrowly avoiding traffic and other hazards. He heads home with just a few scraped up paws. After the break, the Madison Night Market returns to State Street tonight. What you'll be able to find at this year's event.
And a medication used for type 2 diabetes in adults is in high demand, but not for its intended purpose. News 3 Now gets the skinny on Ozempic.
Plus, things could get a little rainy tomorrow morning. Julian with your complete forecast when we return.
Ashley's lowest prices of the season mattress sale is here. Come see the newest iComfort Echo and receive $200 in sleep cash and 6-year special financing with no money down. Plus guaranteed best offers on Beautyrest, Tempur-Pedic, and Purple mattresses. Only at Ashley.
Are record high energy and water costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive. While you may not ask for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to be without heat, water, or power. For a hand up, Apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.heat.help.
Time to claim independence from winter and get outside for the first festival of the season, Sittendemai in Stoughton. There's entertainment at every corner with dancers, Viking games, live bands, and the Sunday parade. It's the first festival of the season, Sittendemai in Stoughton.
Backyard living season is here. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
Join the circle of life at the Lion King.
Now on stage at Overture Center through May 28th only. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
Ashley's lowest prices of the season sale is here. Get sofas as low as $6 per month, 7-piece dining sets as low as $11 per month, and so much more. Plus 6 years special financing and free delivery in as little as 3 days. Only at Ashley.
Now at 6.
Welcome back. It's a drug in high demand, but doctors say people are now grabbing up Ozempic for the wrong reason.
What's the big deal about the drug, and why does the hype have the medical community concerned? In a story only on News 3 Now, Arman Rahman has the skinny on Ozempic.
If you found yourself singing along to this jingle, then you've heard of Ozempic. Now, try actually finding it.
We've already kind of been dealing with a shortage.
So how did it get to that? In 2017, the FDA approved Ozempic, a semaglutide injection from company Novo Nordisk, to lower A1C in type 2 diabetes patients.
It helps improve glucose metabolism and increases the efficiency of the insulin that's produced in your body.
But what's caught the eye of celebrities and TikTokers?
It does promote a healthier eating pattern, which does promote weight loss.
Yoshito Kosai, a doctor of family and obesity medicine at SSM Health.
It does seem to affect certain pathways in the brain where it decreases hunger and cravings for energy-dense foods, as well as slowing down the intestines, which makes you feel full longer.
According to Dr. Kosai, Wegovy is the exact same medication, just a different dosage specifically prescribed for weight loss only when a patient is at risk for obesity-related health problems.
For folks with a BMI greater than 30 or a BMI above 27 with already developing a weight-related comorbid condition.
But he says many people over the past year want it for different reasons, making Ozempic slim pickings for those that need it.
Yeah, there was kind of a domino effect with that. So it became extremely challenging because the second most appropriate drug for that patient then became in shortage supply too.
As with all drugs, there are side effects, commonly nausea, diarrhea, constipation, headache, and fatigue. But one side effect is a big reason why Dr. Kosai says it shouldn't be used willy-nilly to get skinny.
If you stop the medication, you will almost definitely regain at least majority of the weight loss.
Dr. Kosai says most people regain at least 2/3 of the weight they lost on the medication after stopping it. Others gained even more than when they started the meds.
When the stimulation of those pathways goes away, their hunger returns quite rapidly, and their food consumption does tend to revert back to their prior habits.
That's why doctors stress treating chronic obesity is about forming a plan around your habits and your environment.
Obesity medicine, there's no quick, easy fix.
In Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Happening right now, the Madison Night Market back on State Street and quite busy, celebrating the creative culture of Madison's downtown with shopping, live music, and street performers. You're taking a live look at the market right now. This year incorporates nearly 100 vendors selling everything from baked goods to jewelry and art. Market runs until 9 p.m. If you can't make it, you will have other chances to go this summer and fall. Plenty of information in the story linked at channel3000.com. Beautiful night for it as well for the market. Let's get back to Julian for his complete forecast.
That's right. It is a beautiful night for it, but the beautiful weather is not going to be lasting too much longer. As we get straight into our weather headlines, this is what we're going to be watching for over the next several days. Starting for tonight, we're looking for the showers to arrive here in southern Wisconsin. Going to start mainly into the southwest between Grant and Lafayette counties, but then make its way to Dane County by the time we get into tomorrow morning. In addition, showers and even some isolated thunderstorms are going to be expected during our late morning hours and even into our afternoon as we get into our Friday. Then that's going to be a bit more dry for Saturday, but we are watching for more changes coming into our Sunday. Now, before we get more into the forecast, we're going to be announcing our winner, Michelle, who was able to give us a nice little photo for our umbrella contest winner of Door County. Now, this is quite a beaut for us, and if you want to have your own photo to be submitted for us and be chosen to get an opportunity to win a First Warn Weather umbrella, all you have to do is submit your photo to the First Warn Weather at WISC-TV.com or the First Warn Weather app. Now back to the forecast. Tonight's temperatures will cool into the upper 50s, lower 60s throughout much of southern Wisconsin, and we're also going to be watching again for that late night shower activity that's going to carry into our morning hours. Now we are going to be seeing some back and forth. There will be periods will be dry and periods where we are going to be seeing showers. So the best opportunity is just to really bring out the rain gear for you and keep it nearby over the next 24 hours. Our high temperature is going to be around 68 degrees here in Madison with 71 in Janesville and about 69 for Platteville. Watching our future track, this is the development we're going to be seeing overnight. Around midnight, could be seeing a couple of showers starting to make its way just into the southwestern corridor, but as we get into around 6, 7 o'clock, a bit more widespread. So for us in Dane County, this is also where we're going to be watching for a bit of those showers, starting to pick up a little bit of an intensity, especially as we get into our late morning hours. Around 10 o'clock, noon, that's when we're going to start to see the showers move its way into the northeast. So that's where we're looking for that dry period, and that's going to last throughout much of our evening hours, but we could see a couple of pop-up showers as we get into the rest of our Friday evening, heading into our early Saturday morning. Now, outside of that, we are looking for dry conditions for Saturday for the most part. We could see a couple of showers, but we are expecting rain pretty much all weekend long. We could see close to an inch and a half around Madison, 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch for Platteville, and close to an inch for Janesville once everything is all said and done. As we get into Sundays, we're going to be watching for more heavy rainfall late Saturday nights going into our Sunday. But planning out the weekend in itself, of course, we have Mother's Day, and those may be traveling. We're going to be looking at Saturday to be mainly dry, breezy, temperatures in the mid-70s, but then we're cooling off heading into Sunday with 60s in our forecast. Outside of that, next week is going to be much improved in terms of temperatures being in the 70s, and then on top of it, plenty of sunshine as well. Outside of a couple breezy days, things are going to be pretty picture perfect heading into next week.
And coming up in sports, Drew Holiday named Teammate of the Year in the NBA. While the hardware, well, that's nothing new to the Bucks guard. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Everybody wants a wider smile because having white teeth projects self-care, confidence, and attractiveness. Whether you're on the dating scene, interviewing for a new job, or simply looking to improve your smile, what you need is Power Swabs. Power Swabs is as easy as snap, swab, and smile. You'll notice 2 shades whiter teeth in 5 minutes and 6 shades in 7 days.
The thing I love about Power Swabs is the convenience. I mean, just you break it open, just rub it on your teeth, just like you're brushing your teeth. Let it sit there for a little bit, and you're done.
So I noticed I have a lot more stains on the sides right here. So with the Power Swab, I was able to go in there and really make sure that I was getting that coverage, and it really did work.
Just snap the stain out swab to remove stains from natural teeth as well as caps, crowns, and veneers. Then snap the whitening swab to whiten your teeth 6 shades in 7 days. Finally, smile and show off your pearly whites.
It's 5 minutes in the morning and I'm out the door, and it's amazing. It's a week's worth of 5 minutes a day, and I couldn't be happier with the results.
With Power Swabs, there's no messy strips, trays, or lights that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Whether you smoke or drink coffee, tea, or wine, Power Swabs is sure to lift those stains with 0 to minimal sensitivity. Just a simple 5-minute application, and each day you'll be one step closer to smiling with confidence.
Having shades lighter on my teeth in such a short period of time, it almost feels like cheating, to be honest with you, and it tickles me that you can get those kind of results in that short a time period.
Try Power Swabs this Mother's Day and get 50% off your order and free shipping. Plus, get a free Quick Stick pen to remove those coffee, wine, or smoking stains on the go. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
At Lawton Cates, we provide compassion and guidance after a serious accident. From the first phone call, we're by your side. We know how much is at stake, and we're dedicated to ensuring you can heal and move forward. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
A home explosion rocks Madison's west side.
Like a bomb went off.
News 3 Now was first on the scene.
I saw the whole thing. 3 babies was injured walking with their mom.
We'll continue to bring you timely updates and answers. News 3 Now, your trusted source for breaking news and continuous coverage.
Let's face it, the 2023 Packers are going to look a whole lot different than the Packers of the last couple years. Gone are Aaron Rodgers, Allen Lazard, Bobby Tunyon, Randall Cobb. You get the picture. There's a new era underway in Titletown, and outside the walls of Lambeau Field, expectations aren't too high for Jordan Love and the new-look Pack. But that's perfectly fine for this group.
It's a position I love to be in. Nobody sees you come in at all. Everybody's relaxed when they're thinking about you, or they don't think you're capable of it. But when you prove people wrong, it's one of the best feelings in the world.
We definitely feel like, we got a lot of people sleeping on us and all that kind of stuff. And so we excited. We excited about, about the year and everything. We just put it in the work. And, when Sunday comes, we're going to see what happens.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a better teammate than Drew Holiday. The Bucs guard is the only player in NBA history to win the league's Teammate of the Year award more than once. And Holiday did it again this year. It's the 3rd time in 4 seasons he's received the honor. That's given based on selfless play, leadership, and dedication to the team. The All-Star averaged 19 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds per game for the Deer. Steve Stricker looking for his 3rd Regions Tradition Championship, but we'll start with Jerry Kelly on 18, and he rolls in the long birdie putt. Kelly's 3 under, tied for 8th. Stricker, 1 shot better than his buddy. He drops in the chirper, part of a 4 under round. Stricker is 1 shot back from the leaders. Big game 5 tonight between the Stars and the Kraken. Joe Pavelski looking to continue to add to his series total of 6 goals in 4 games. The former Badger's secret, just go to the net, because that's where good things happen.
Regular season, postseason, that's where a lot of the goals are scored, on second chances, and just out supporting guys at times. Guys are blocking shots, you have to be around there, and you have to be, committed to going there.
At this point, if he doesn't score, it feels like a letdown.
It's a surprise. Julian, final check.
Well, quick check is that you're going to need some rain gear for you, and expect some showers and potential thunderstorms for the weekend.
And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
We'll see you back here at 10.